Just found out about Anders & Co, talked to the founder, and now we're checking out the watch for review. Let's see what we have here. When learning about a new brand, it's always a great pleasure and also a privilege when you get to speak to the owner. I talked to Alex and heard his story, how he moved from the US to Sweden, what he's done before within the watch world, and it is an amazing journey that now kind of visualizes into this watch. Alex's latest experience within the watch world before Anders & Co was actually with David Condo, a brand that produces crazy high-end super limited pieces. And at David Condo, Alex was working as a brand manager. Impressive stories, but let's not focus on that. Now, Alex has created this watch brand that is very accessible for all of us, even though it's still highly limited. Let's get closer to looking at the actual watch. The leather casing and the box goes along with the brand and the style of this watch. You will see when you get a closer look at it. And here the watch come out. This is the AC1 in Matcha Green. Anders & Co number 1. The watch comes in 4 different colors, including this one. It also comes in this rose, kind of salmon looking dial. Also something that's called ivory white, which is like a bit of an off-white, as well as winter green, which is a darker green version. I think they match each other and complement each other quite nicely. The watch costs 5,900 Swedish crowns. If you divide it by 10, you almost get the euro price. So it's around a 500 euro watch. Let's look closer at this watch. Under the plastic, you will see this matcha green dial. I think the dial is what makes this watch unique. The case and the design of it is awesome. It has this perfect kind of retro inspirations with a chronograph with just 2 sub-dials, the Pucon numerals, and also the 38mm case. The wear is somewhat larger, I would say, but feels amazing on the wrist. When we turn it around, we see a very clean backside. On the back of the case, we actually only see AC1 Chronograph as well as Anders & Co. I think this is nice that a lot of brands put a lot of information here. I think it's clear. It's the name of the brand, it's the name of the model, and that's it. You don't need anything else. This watch comes with this brown leather strap. Nothing extraordinary, nothing bad. It's quite what I would say a basic leather strap. It has this Anders & Co engraving, and it is kind of this tan light brown. I think this watch could actually be worn on many different straps. I do think it should be worn on a leather strap, but also I think if you have any mocha straps laying around, I think this watch would fit great on it. Let's remove this stuff so we'll get the watch ticking. Yeah, it should tick because it's a quartz. But what's interesting is it's a Mechaquartz and doesn't have any second hand. So you will actually never see it ticking. And when you start a chronograph, yeah, it swoops because it's a Mechaquartz. So you will never really feel like it is a quartz watch, even if it is. But let's get this watch on my wrist. I got 16.5 centimeters wrist. So, I mean, watches that are 38, 39, 40 millimeters usually fits me perfect. So let's see how this beauty wears on my wrist. Getting it on, it's a little stiff, the strap, because it's never been used before. That's reasonable. I think it's gonna be a lot more softer after wearing it a little bit more. But let's do this wrist roll. Here we have 38 millimeter Anders & Co. Yeah, I think it fits me really good. These type of watches are extremely popular nowadays. You get a retro design, but features specifications as a new watch, which makes it wearable and nice to always have on your wrist. The straps has this quick release bar system, which makes it very easy to remove the strap and put something else on. And the lug width is 20 millimeters, which makes it very wearable, and all the straps that you have at home, you can wear it on this watch. And my favorite part of the video is actually getting the detailed look about the case of the watch, because here is where you experience and see the true watch. And here we'll also go through the measurements. As I said before, 38 millimeters case diameter. The thickness is 11.1 millimeter, and the lug to lug measures is 46. Yeah, 46 millimeters lug to lug isn't too small, but the lugs, they're quite small. They're quite thin, and that makes them not too much present, and they are not taking too much space, which makes it nice. The dial, as I said before, is Matcha Green, and the case has this mirror and satin polished surfaces. The glass is a sapphire crystal, so it's scratch resistant. It also has this anti-reflecting coating, which is super useful, and sometimes you barely see the glass actually. Because of this Mechaquartz movement, the second hand of the chronograph as well as the minute hand actually are sweeping. It's not ticking. And stopping it and resetting it is really satisfying. I love seeing the second hand as well as the minute hand of the chronograph just jumping super quick back to its original position. When having these Mechaquartz watches, I actually enjoy having the chronograph running. Usually I like to have it set, but when having these Mechaquartz, I think it's fine if you let it running. And I wanted to give you another close-up of this 20 millimeter watch strap, because I think that's a big part of this watch. If I would add something, yeah, I would actually add some white stitching. I know they have that on the rose version as well as the ivory white and winter green, but on the matcha green, the strap just has brown stitching. I think that could be some addition. But looking at this matcha green dial, I tried to look quite closely at it and try to catch some photos also of it, because here is where the magic happens. I love this dial. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of this Breitling, the Premier I think it's called, that has this kind of pistachio green. I call it matcha green here, which I think is even nicer. Also you will see the applied indexes, and here you will see the 12th numeral and in this breguet kind of design. That is a very traditional design, many watch brands use it. I love to see it also on modern watches. You can also see the finish of the dial. It has this kind of crispy, kind of almost minty and like stardusty feel to it, which I think is quite spectacular. And seeing the second hand just run over this is the true pleasure, I would have to say. Also, the 6th index is also in this breguet kind of style. So the 12th and the 6th index is in breguet, and the other one are just straight markers. All of them applied, of course. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and learning more about Anders & Co. If you want to know anything more about the brand, just give me a question or actually shoot out straight to Anders & Co. Alex there, the founder, super great guy, amazing to talk to. I hope you like this and make sure to subscribe to our videos. This video is sponsored by Anders & Co, but we're always honest, that's the rule of this game. And I'm looking forward to review more of their stuff, and this is a very limited series. I don't know exactly the numbers, but make sure to get yours before they're sold out. Thanks for watching. See you guys.